Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of Rage Against the Dice. Today, once again, we're scouring the Warhammer community website for crumbs of news that we can cover in order to get you guys to come and enjoy our channel. But no, seriously, you guys know we've covered Warhammer Underworlds in the past. Season 1 was Shadespire, we're very big fans of it, we're hoping to play more on the channel. And now, we've got some information and details of pre-ordering for Season 2. And Season 2 is called Nightvault. Now, I'm going to read this article. I'm not going to read it in full because I'm still not sure on the legality of copyright strikes and things like that. But we'll have a quick gander into it. So, the Nightvault of the Mirrored City is open and the Warhammer Underworld's experience will never be the same again. So, yes, Nightvault does feature magic, which adds a whole new mechanic to the game. Next week, the new season of Warhammer Underworld begins with Warhammer Underworld's Nightvault. You'll be able to enter the Nightvault with a brand new box set, and that's available for pre-order next week. So if it comes out Saturday for pre-order, it'll be out the week after, usually. So you've got yourself a couple of weeks to save up, but not that long really when October's nearly here and we know about Speed Freaks. Games Workshop are really hammering it at the minute. Whether you think that's a good thing or a bad thing, that's entirely your own perspective on it. I like it on the one hand because I think it's given a variety to a lot of different hobbyists, but at the same time, if you're a completionist like me, it's a lot to pay out. But I assume Nightvault's going to be very much like Shadespire. It's going to be in stores for a couple of weeks and then it's going to go to web only, but it still is available. So, at least I think so anyway. Hopefully this article will tell us. I haven't read this. I like to read it along with you guys. So then any reactions I get are actually genuine instead of, oh, how did I react the first time I read this? I better fake that reaction for the guys. That's not how I do. You guys know this. You've seen my disappointment when things come mispacked. And you've seen me just mark out absolutely over plastic models when they're really pretty. So yeah, so Nightvault will be kicking off a jam-packed core set and your essential first steps in the new season. If you've never played Warhammer Underworlds before, this set contains everything you need to get started. So, this is the contents of the box. You get 2 full warbands, and they're push-fit again, which is nice. And they're called the Thorns of the Briar Queen and the Stalwart Crusaders of Stormsire's Cursebreakers. Now that's a bit of a mouthful, as Alan always likes to say. So, you get 2 starter decks to get gaming right away. That's pretty cool. You get new and revised Warhammer Underworld's rules, which include magic spells. I don't know if that'll give spells to the previous season stuff or whether only Season 2 stuff gets spells. That'll be interesting to find out, to be honest. 2 double-sided gaming boards, which fantastic. I'm assuming you can use those with Season 1 even if you're not going to play the magic and stuff like that. So it gives you some extra board choices, which means that when you rock up to tournaments, not everybody's got the same board, which is, well, it's a nice touch, isn't it? I like the idea of doing it as seasons, to be honest. You also get a set of cards for deck building and customization, so just like with Season 1, you'll get some extra cards in that set. Very generic ones, I guess, that can go for anything. And then 11 dice, including a brand new spell dice. So, yeah, the dice, neither here nor there. If you've got Season 1, you'll have those dice anyway, but the spell dice obviously adds a new dimension to it. So, let's dive straight into looking at what this is. So, the new warbands for Nightvault are a fantastic peek into the Sacrosanct Chamber and the Nighthaunt, offering characterful takes on 2 factions we saw radically reinvented this summer. The Thorns of the Briar Queen feature some truly macabre Nighthaunts from the appropriately named Ever Hanged to Spectral Jailer. What are you doing to me, Games Workshop? To Spectral Jailer Varklav the Cruel. Meanwhile, the Stormsire's Cursebreakers surge with dynamism, energy and personality. You'll be able to add these guys to your Warhammer Age of Sigmar army soon with a set of free war scrolls. So exactly what they did with Season 1, which I think is a really, really good idea. It makes a lot of sense. One thing I will notice down here, and it's going to cover it in a second, is that they've got Season 1 models fighting with Season 2 models, so they do interact very nicely. But, so for veteran players, this set is your foothold into the new season, providing you with updated rules plus cards and warbands to start playing with Warhammer Underworld's Nightvault. And it is 100% compatible with the warbands and cards you already own. And this season will feature hundreds of cards that you can add to those decks, as well as decks for the new ones. Meanwhile, if you're looking to try something new, 2 warbands from the core set are just the beginning, with 6 more on the way, featuring fan favourite factions and ambitious new playstyles and mechanics. Now that's what I like to see. We're getting a whole new style. I love the stuff that comes with Season 1. I didn't particularly like the fact that there's 2 Khorne factions and 2 Storm Sigmarites. I'm just going to call them that. Sigmarines, I can't help it. But yeah, it bothered me a bit because instead of the second Khorne 8, you could have got some Nurgle in there or something like that. I know Nurgle's a big popular one, especially at the moment, as they've been getting a lot of love in both both Age of Sigmar and 40k. But you know, it's by the by. The Season 1s are what they were. Season 2 says it's promising some whole new ones. I'm very, very interested to see what they're going to be. Maybe something elven. I don't know anyway. So, let's have a look. So, magic spells, for example, are powerful new ploys and attacks that are usable only by wizards, requiring dice of their own and having all manner of unusual effects on the game. Blast your foes to ash or create mystical shields. The introduction of such sorcery is guaranteed to shake up Warhammer Underworlds forever. Well, on the one hand, I don't think it needs shaking up. I thought it was very, very tight rule set that was very, very good. But Magic could add an extra depth to it that I will enjoy. If not, I can still just play Season 1, because I tend to only play with friends anyway. So, we're good. We're good either way. Let's not panic just yet. You know what we're like online. We see something new. It's different. We freak out. We'll just keep our heads on this one. So, at launch, you'll be able to grab a great range of new accessories for Warhammer Underworlds. The Warhammer Underworlds Nightvault dashboard, for example, makes managing your glory decks and discard piles and so on very simple. Now, I really like this. As a guy who used to play Magic the Gathering and I had my little mat with everything that could be set out, or when I played Pokemon card game, oh god, I'm really showing my nerd now. Again, I had my little dashboard. I find them really, really cool, and I'm probably going to purchase this. I hope they do a variety of different styles, because I'd like a slightly more generic one without the Nightvault logo, or maybe with the Shadespire logo, I don't know. But as things stand, it just says that there's a dashboard. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful. But for those looking to add some extra narrative flair to your games, the arcane hazards are ideal, allowing you to customize your boards with finely detailed 3D terrain, especially designed to match the 2D details on the boards themselves. So this is not only really cool, but also really clever of Games Workshop, because you may have noticed online there's a lot of third-party sites that are selling 3D printed terrain for Shadespire that goes in where the greyed out bits of the map are, and it makes sense that Games Workshop want to cash in on that money, so they've made their own. And Games Workshop have really been knocking out the park with the scenery recently, so you can't argue with that. Plus the fact, look at this, look at that, that's awesome. That's mainly the paint job, to be honest, and let's face it, I'm not going to make it look that pretty, but it's nice. That's really cool. Yeah, I've got nothing against that per se. That is pretty good, but that is fantastic. I can actually see a lot of Necron players repurposing this for their Necron scenery. So Idic Beer, I'm probably looking at you mainly here, but if I don't see this on a piece of your scenery, I'm going to be a little sad that you missed that opportunity. But I really like it. I think it looks really nice. And then you'll also be able to get all the stuff you could get for Season 1, your deck protectors, your sleeves and stuff like that match your particular group. Same with the dice. Boom. They're dice really, aren't they? They're neither here nor there. They're not beautiful, they're not bad, they're just dice. But plus side, rounded corners, not the stupid square ones that Games Workshop have been doing a lot recently. So that's a plus. And it doesn't stop there. Over the next few months, you will get more warbands and more cards as we expand Warhammer Underworlds even further. We can't give away just who you'll be seeing in the future yet, but there are a pair of fighters for the upcoming warbands. So Games Workshop, you dirty little teasers, let's have a look at what we've got here. It's nice enough. It's not doing anything for me personally, but it's aesthetically enjoyable. And it's not corn. It's zinch. That's a plus, right? So we're gonna get something Zinchian. Yeah, I'm going with Zinchian. It's not a bad looking model, but it does nothing for me personally. I've never been. I like Zinch in 40k. I've never been a big Age of Sigmar / Fantasy Zinch fan, but it's nice enough. But this little guy, absolutely love him. Now I know I've got a penchant for green skins anyway, so I'm always going to have a bit of a liking for this. But I love the armour. I love the fact that these little bits obviously look like ears, harken to the big-eared grots and Gretchens that you used to get, as well as obviously gobbles and things like that, but it's in armour form. I think the model's really simplistic in a good way. You guys will have probably, if you've been on our channel enough, have heard me rant about how Games Workshop feel the need now to stick 200 little trinkets and items hanging off a model. And that troll that was shown, I thought he was very busy. But this is very matter of fact, very down to business. Look at that, he's got a mushroom in his mouth because that's their thing. The mushrooms tie them all together. Got a little bit up here. He's got one little pouch, and then the staff is very, very nice. Very basic and very, very beautiful looking. It's that, yeah, it's still got that kind of cartoony aesthetic that I feel sneaking into Age of Sigmar, but it's going to. Like, the troll looked like that as well, so you paint it how you paint it, and obviously that really does change the look of the model itself. But so, it says here, we'll be previewing Warhammer Underworld's Nightvault throughout the next week with an in-depth look at the new warbands, new cards and more. Check back tomorrow for our first preview as we take a closer look at the sinister thorns of the Briar Queen. And then it says to share this. So, I am sharing this. You're welcome, Games Workshop. You are welcome. So guys, you've sat through this tedious video to find out hopefully my thoughts at the end of this. Now my thoughts are as they always are with Games Workshop, which is we'll see. On the one hand, I really like the idea that they're still expanding this game. It's still clearly being prominently featured. We're on Season 2. If this does well, we're going to get a Season 3. I like the fact that there's goblins and Zinch. Definitely 2 new factions that have not been covered in Season 1. Obviously we had orcs and we had corn. So much corn. And that's coming from a corn player. I think there was too much corn in Season 1. But yeah, I'm excited for that. The magic, I'm going to wait and see. Because models in Season 2 are wizards, warbands have wizards, but Season 1 models don't have wizards, unless there's like an upgrade that makes each of the a character in each warband a wizard. It might add an unbalance to the game, but I'm going to go into it with an open mind and hope that Games Workshop have kept their balance right, because there's nothing I would hate to see more than everybody who's bought all the warbands for Season 1 and they just can't cut it against the Season 2 stuff due to magic being OP. But until we see more, we can't really make that decision. So as I said, I'm going to err on the side of caution, but I'm optimistic that they're going to knock it out the park like they did with Season 1. So I guess my thoughts tentatively are I'm looking forward to it. I may pick up the core starter set to do an unboxing and maybe how to play for you guys, show you how magic works and stuff like that, but I can't see it being, at the moment, one we hammer on the channel. We're still really big on Kill Team at the minute. We just got the Rogue Trader stuff. We've got an unboxing of that coming up this week. And yeah, I'm excited for it, but I don't think it'll be one that's featured on the channel prominently early doors, because any money I've got at the moment is being squirreled aside like a crazy nerdy squirrel ready for October and Speed Freaks and things like that. But we will see. We'll definitely cover this in more detail though. I don't think I'll cover it on a day-by-day basis, but I think maybe towards the end of the week, maybe Friday or the day of pre-order Saturday, I might do a kind of a video of looking at all the articles through the week so we can look at everything that's gone on. If that's something you guys would like to see, let me know in the comments. Obviously, we do these Warhammer community videos because they tend to get a lot of views and they tend to get a lot of positive comments on them. So if you guys want to see me do like a roundup at the end of the week with a link to the pre-order as well, let me know and we'll do that. But as always, guys, give me a like, give us a subscribe. If it's your first time at our channel, go check out some of our other videos. We cover a multitude of topics, subjects and games. Hit the bell for notifications because we're only a small channel, around about the 800 mark, so you know, YouTube don't really believe we exist. So the only way to really get notified of our videos is either through the Facebook groups or by hitting the bell, and then you'll get notified every time one of our videos gets uploaded. So guys, thank you very much for taking this trip through the Warhammer community with me. Break the dice, gods. Hope they smile upon you, and take care, guys. Goodbye.